we're going to take a look at solving special systems. So we know that a normal system will crisscross each other and they'll have a common solution or one solution. Now, there are other situations that will give us other types of solutions. So let's take a look at what those two kinds of special answers are when we solve a system. So we have lines that crisscross, and then we're going to have lines that run in the same direction but never cross. We know those as parallel lines. Well, if the lines are parallel, that means they're never going to cross each other, and therefore there is no solution to that system. We also know that there's another possibility, and we saw this when we were solving variables on both sides, that we could have infinitely many solutions. The same is true in systems. When one line is on top of each other, in other words, it's the exact same line, we're going to end up with infinitely many solutions. That means there's going to be many, many solutions that will work for both lines, not just one solution. So what I want to do is do a little flow chart with you and kind of go through it, the type and everything, so that it kind of comes a little bit clearer. So normally we have what we call intersecting lines. That will give us one solution. And if we think about it, we know the slopes have to be different. They need to be different so that they do run into each other. And if they're going to run into each other, that means that the y-intercepts are also going to be different. So that's our normal situation. Let's talk about some special situations. If we have the same line, in other words, if they're the exact same line, one on top of the other, we know that we will have many solutions, infinitely many solutions. If they're on top of each other, we know that the slope needs to be exactly the same, which means that the y-intercept is also exactly the same. The third type we have is we talk about parallel lines. We know that they're never ever going to touch each other. Because of that, there will be no solutions. We know that parallel lines, and the reason they're parallel is that they have the exact same slope, the exact same rise over run. They are never going to run into each other. And because of that, we know that the y-intercepts are going to be different. So hopefully this gives you a little overview of the different types of lines that we could see in a system.